Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are well. I am your English teacher. Students, today we are going to start new chapter, that is chapter number 13, Haggard's Crossing. It's on page number 111 of your Oxford Reading Circle book 5. In this chapter we will learn about a place named Haggard's Crossing. Student, word haggard means wild looking and looking exhausted and unwell. It was a weird and unfriendly place. Usually people avoided to go there. Okay students, let's start the chapter to know the reason that why people avoided to go there. Students, as usual, first I'll read a paragraph, then I'll explain it in English and Urdu. And before explaining, I'll tell you meaning of difficult words. Let's begin. Haggard's Crossing. Haggard's Crossing in the valley is a cold and unfriendly place. Usually the point where two or more roads come together is one where weary travelers stop to rest. Somebody, perhaps some traveler with whom one might exchange a friendly word, might come by. Weary means feeling or showing extreme tiredness, especially as a result of excessive exertion. Come by means call casually and briefly as a visitor. This paragraph states that Haggard's Crossing is a very depressing, unemotional and unfriendly place. This is a point where two or more roads meet together. Here tired people stopped to rest and travelers exchanged friendly words with each other. Now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. हैगर्स क्रॉसिंग वैली में एक वीरान और अनफ्रेंडली जगह थी जहां पर दो या जायद सड़कें मिलकर एक हो जाती थीं और वहां पर थके हुए मुसाफिर रेस्ट करने के लिए रुकते थे और एक दूसरे से दोस्ताना अंदाज में गुफ्तगू करते थे. लेट्स मूव ऑन. But Haggard's Crossing in the valley was not a place where people stopped for long. Travelers hastened on their way and avoided the crossroads. There were other routes to the village at the head of the valley, so this one was seldom used. The valley was deep and dark, and the river at its base often rose above its banks and flooded the road running alongside. A cold, damp mist masked the view in the valley. This paragraph states that at Haggard's Crossing, travelers were not stopped for long. They hurriedly went on their way and avoided crossroads. People used this crossing rarely. This valley was deep and dark and there was a river running beside the road. And the valley was covered with cold, damp mist. Now I'll explain these lines in Urdu. हैगर्स क्रॉसिंग वैली में वो जगह है जहां पर लोग ज्यादा देर के लिए नहीं रुकते थे. ट्रैवलर्स जल्दी से अपने रास्ते पर चले जाते और क्रॉस रोड को अवॉइड करते थे. वहां पर इसके अलावा दूसरे रूट्स भी थे, लिहाजा लोग इस क्रॉसिंग को बहुत कम यूज करते थे. ये वैली बहुत डार्क और डीप थी और एक रिवर रोड के साथ बह रहा था. एक ठंडी नम धुंध ने पूरी वादी को कवर किया हुआ था. लेट्स मूव ऑन. But it was not merely the geography and climate of the place that kept people away. There was another reason why people feared it. The locals said that some years before a man had been robbed and killed here. The dead man's restless spirit roamed the valley in search of the person who had taken his life. It was this very spirit that was blamed for causing further accidents, which occurred there from time to time. Merely means just or only. Roam means move about or travel aimlessly or unsystematically. Occur means happen or take place. This paragraph states that people did not ignore this road just because of the weather, but there was another reason to avoid this road. People were afraid of this road because the residents of this valley said that few years ago a man was robbed and killed here. They believed that the restless spirit of the deceased man still roamed here in search of his killer, and this was the reason of further accidents took place here. Now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. लोग हैगर्ट्स क्रॉसिंग को सिर्फ जोग्राफियाई और मौसमी लिहाज से ही अवॉइड नहीं करते थे, बल्कि इसकी एक और वजह भी थी। यहाँ से लोग खौफजदा थे। यहाँ के मकामी लोगों का कहना था कि कुछ साल पहले यहाँ पर एक आदमी को लूटकर उसका कत्ल कर दिया गया था, और उनका ख्याल था कि उस मरे हुए शख्स की रूह अभी भी यहीं उस शख्स की तलाश में भटक रही है जिसने उसका कत्ल किया था, और इस रोड पर होने वाले एक्सीडेंट्स का जिम्मेदार भी वो मरे हुए शख्स की रूह को ही कहते थे। Okay students, let's move on to know the further story. Jack Drummond lived on his own in the little village of Sindleford, at the head of the valley. He had spent his whole life there. He could remember the times when, as a child, he had sat on top of a cartload of turnips or potatoes and travelled with his father to the city, along this very road, when the sun had shone and he had not a care in the world, when he had played his banjo and sung at the top of his voice, and when he had laughed. What happy times those were! But that was before the incident, and before the cold mist began to shroud the valley. Cartload means the amount held by a cart. Banjo is a name of a musical instrument. Shroud means cover or conceal something. This paragraph states that Jack Drummond lived in the little village of Sindleford from his childhood. He still remembered the time when he was a child. He passed this road with his father. He had sat on top of a cartload of turnips and potatoes. At this time he did not care about anything. He laughed and lived happily. He played his banjo and sang at the top of his voice. But this was all before the incident, and before the time when the cold mist began to cover the valley. Okay students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. जैक ड्रमंड सिंडलफोर्ड के एक छोटे से गांव में रहता था। उसने अपनी पूरी लाइफ वहां गुजारी थी। उसे अभी भी वो वक्त याद था जब वो एक छोटा सा बच्चा था और आलू और शलजम की गाड़ी पर बैठकर अपने फादर के साथ इसी रास्ते से शहर जाता था। वो अपना बैंजो बजाता और गाने गाता था। उसे किसी चीज की परवाह नहीं थी। वो बहुत अच्छे और खुशगवार दिन थे। वो बहुत खुश रहता था। लेकिन ये सिर्फ हैगर्स क्रॉसिंग पर होने वाले हादसे से पहले और वैली को इस नम धुंध के कवर करने से पहले की बात थी। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स मूव ऑन। Jack was now getting on in years. Although he was a loner and kept to himself, he was an excellent banjo player. The villagers always sent for him to liven up an occasion. Jack was always ready to strum away and tap out a beat all night long. In fact, he was so much in demand that whenever there was a celebration in the village of Burkham, at the top of the valley, he was summoned to perform. Of course, Jack always left in good time and always travelled by the longer route to Burkham, across the top of the hill. He was not superstitious or fearful, but he stayed away from the crossroads. And at the end of a musical evening, Jack always made sure he got a lift back home on somebody's cart. Strum means to play guitar or similar instrument. Summon means order someone to be present. Superstitious, having or showing a belief in superstitions. This paragraph states that now many years had passed, Jack was loner and he was an excellent banjo player. The villagers invited him to play his banjo on their celebrations, and he always ready to enhance their happiness. He was so much in demand in the village of Burkham. When people of this village invited him, he always left in good time and always traveled by the longer route. He was not superstitious or afraid of the spirit, but he stayed away from the crossroads. He used to take lift on somebody's cart for coming back home from any celebration. Okay students, now I'll explain this paragraph in Urdu. अब काफ़ी अरसा गुजर चुका था। जैक अकेला रहता था। वो अपनी देखभाल खुद करता था। वो एक बहुत ही अच्छा बैंजो प्लेयर था। तमाम विलेजर्स अपने ओकेजन्स में जान डालने के लिए उसे बुलाते थे और वो भी पूरी रात साज बजाने को तैयार रहता था। इनफैक्ट बरखम विलेज में किसी भी सेलिब्रेशन के लिए उसकी डिमांड बहुत ज़्यादा थी। उसको बाकायदा बुलाया जाता था। जैक को वहाँ के लिए लंबा रास्ता इख्तियार करना पड़ता था। वो वहमी या खौफजदा नहीं था, लेकिन वो क्रॉस रोड से दूर रहता और किसी भी म्यूजिकल इवनिंग के अख्तिताम पर वो घर वापस आने के लिए किसी और की कार्ट में लिफ्ट लेने का पहले से ही इंतज़ाम कर लेता था। Okay students, inshallah we will continue this chapter in the next session. Now move towards words meaning. Students, now you can see words meaning of this chapter on your screen. I am going to read these words meaning. Read with me. First word is alternative. It means the possibility of choosing between two different things. Urdu meaning matbadal. Anxiously means in a worried or frightened manner. Urdu meaning बेचैनी या परेशानी. Clammy means moist and sticky to touch. Urdu meaning chipchipa. Shroud means to cover or conceal something or wrap. Urdu meaning ढांकना. Superstitious means thinking that performing or not performing certain actions brings good or bad luck, or mystical. Urdu meaning vehmi. Muffled means sound unable to be heard clearly. Urdu meaning धीमी या गैर वाज़ेह. Landslide means the collapse of part of a mountain side. पहाड़ के टुकड़े गिरना. Culprit means somebody who is responsible for a misdeed or person accused of a crime. Urdu meaning mujrim. Hitch means to get a ride from a passing vehicle. Urdu meaning टिकना या गुजरती हुई गाड़ी पर सवारी लेना. Obscure means to make something unclear or hidden. Urdu meaning गैर वाज़ेह या छुपा हुआ. Crescendo means the climax of an increase in volume. Urdu meaning आवाज का चढ़ता हुआ सुर. Students, first learn these words meaning, then write them in your English literature copy. Exercise A, this is on page number 118 of your book. Question number 1 of this exercise is, why did the people not stop at Haggard's Crossing? Yes, students, why did people avoid to stop there? Yes, answer is, it was believed that the spirit of a man who had been robbed and killed roamed the valley in search of the culprit. The spirit caused many accidents at Haggard's Crossing. Therefore, people were afraid to go there. Question number 2 is, what do you think Jack's father did for a living? Answer is, Jack's father was a farmer and sold his vegetables to the city market. Students, read this chapter thoroughly. Make title page and index of this chapter. Then do words winning and question number 1 and 2 of exercise A in your English literature copy. Inshallah, we will continue this chapter in the next session. Thank you. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Allah Hafiz.